Are people overreacting or underreacting to AI right now?
It is neither going to result in our immortality, nor is it going to result in the destruction of the economy. The first like 15 years I worked, I had an executive assistant. Like we had someone who sat at the front of the office and like took deliveries, greeted people, answered phone calls. All those people went and found other work to do. Our clients pay basically for our people to read, analyze, and understand interview transcripts, historic work that they've done. That's the type of thing that, AI is incredibly well suited to. And I think if we asked our clients, would you rather pay for someone on my team to sit down at a desk and read for 5 hours, or would you rather pay for them to spend 4 more hours in a brainstorm thinking critically about how to use that information to develop a great story? I hope they would all tell me that the creative time is like the right investment to make. So for us, what that's allowed us to create, which is pretty neat, is a way to really organize that information very cleanly for something like Claude to take and understand how to apply. The first version used our methodology to help the AI understand, okay, if John asked me to create an email, I can know which buyer persona it's for because that's part of the work we create for our clients, what the key
Yep.
messaging points are, what the likely objections are, and how to tackle that. The next iteration is a wiki that takes all of the work that we do for the clients. That wiki allows the client to update with, new sort of documents, new personas, new products. And then the AI understanding maybe 80% as good as someone on our team can, but okay, here's how I take these pieces together. Here's how I build really compelling stories around that. It's making it really easier than ever for people to take and interpret this information and create content that's really consistent with the underlying story. And I think that to me is a good example of where I think the AI can be a good accelerator for people.
Right, and creating products and solutions using AI, but that becomes, proprietary to you and something that somebody can't just go in an AI and sort of recreate.
Obviously, I don't have to tell anybody listening to this. The models are so capable, right? I mean, you think about how
Well,
even they've evolved in the last 18 months. I don't think the great bottleneck anymore is model capability. The great bottleneck now is all of this sort of owned knowledge that's banging around in the heads of the people in the company. You got to figure out, how do you extract that? How do you distill out what really matters? And then how do you organize that so it essentially can function as a context layer to make sure that everything you're communicating is consistent and really kind of aligned with the strategy, which I think ultimately still needs to be a human decision.